Have you ever wondered if you should go on a Carnival cruise, but then read the reviews and thought, Carnival just wouldn't be for me? Hi, everybody. My name's Dave, and I'm from True North Cruiser. This is a brand new YouTube channel, and this is my first video. I decided to do this channel because I have a huge interest in cruising. I've been cruising for over 20 years, and besides Carnival, I've been on Norwegian, Princess, Celebrity, and Royal Caribbean. I've done solo cruises, I've done cruises with friends, and I've also done cruises with my family. I feel that I have some experience that I really want to talk about on what is and is not true about Carnival. So the first thing I want to talk about is reputation versus reality. Carnival Cruise Line often faces negative stereotypes, but many are based upon outdated perceptions of the quote-unquote party ship. You might have even seen them referred to as the Walmart of the seas. The biggest thing that gets a lot of media attention is incidents of fights that have taken place. Well, I can tell you this. I've been on many Carnival cruises, and I've never once seen a fight. In fact, I've seen a couple of arguments, but I've never seen a fight on any cruise ship or cruise line that I've been on. As well, Carnival has been trying to move away from this reputation by bringing in some new rules. Some of these rules I think are really good. They include having a curfew for children 17 years of age and under of 1 a.m., not allowing Bluetooth speakers in public areas or on balconies, and using drug dogs on embarkation and on the ship. Also, affordability. Carnival has some of the lowest prices in the cruise industry. This allows for first-time cruisers and those on a tight budget to experience cruising without breaking the bank. It is simply unfair to compare them to other cruise lines where the cost is significantly more. Carnival's focus is on accessible, fun, and relaxed cruising. I highly recommend Carnival Cruise Lines for those people that are looking for that kind of thing, as well as to save a bit of money. They're great for first-timers, as well as large groups. I've even solo cruised on them and found it to be great. With the rise in prices on lines such as Norwegian and Royal Caribbean, the only large fleet competitor Carnival is MSC, but I haven't sailed on them. Ship variants. Something I find really interesting with Carnival is that you can really choose the type of cruise that you want. There are small ships of 2,000 passengers like the Carnival Elation. There are brand new ships such as the Carnival Jubilee, which has over 6,600 passengers at full capacity. Having almost 30 ships in their fleet, you can choose whether you want to go for a few nights or whether you want to go for 7 days or more. The new ships have great amenities like roller coasters, IMAX theaters, and rope courses, but I've also found some of the older ships to have a more intimate and welcoming environment. Now, one of the big criticisms people have of Carnival ships is some of the decor, especially on the older ships. They can be a little bit garish, but as somebody who really does enjoy Vegas, I really actually like the Vegas-inspired, glitzy, in-your-face of some of the older ships. Food. Now, Carnival has, I would say, the best quick-serve food items in the cruise industry. Whether it's Guy's Burgers, burritos at Blue Iguana, having pizza until midnight, great deli sandwiches, or Shaq's Big Chicken, the free food choices are fantastic for quick service food items. As well, Carnival is going to be rolling out new menus fleet-wide in 2026, and a number of their ships have already gotten them. I think their specialty restaurants are also a good value. They tend to be a little bit lower priced than some other lines. I think Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse, Rudy's Sea Grill, and Cucina del Capitano are fantastic. Now, I will say not everything is perfect, and there are some improvements that I could see them making. Suggestions I would have is trying to alleviate the crowds on the buffet, especially on an embarkation day. And something that really gets to me is the fact that they will only serve bacon every other day on the buffet. I don't think that that's something that really saves them money. And in fact, I think it just causes people to get angry for no reason. Finally, Carnival's portions compared to other cruise lines in the main dining room can be smaller. But unlike some other cruise lines, you can order 2 entrees and not have to pay an additional charge. Next, I want to talk about entertainment. Yes, Carnival doesn't have the Broadway musicals that some other cruise lines have, but they do have shows every night, and the shows are good. One of the best things I love about a Carnival cruise is their adult comedy and comedy for all ages. They have multiple shows for varying interests every single night. They have lively piano bars. They have nightclubs that actually have people in them. They have deck parties and trivia contests. And they probably also have the best sail away parties at sea. Now, improvements that I think Carnival could make? I would love to see them do shows in the main theater that change based upon ship. As someone who travels on them frequently, I find the shows can get repetitive when I've seen them over and over again. The other thing that I think that they need to improve upon for entertainment is offering more channel selection in the staterooms. Why is it that you can't even get something as simple as CNN or Fox News on a Carnival ship? The casino. Now, I've gone on casino offers with Carnival, and I've also played on other ships with other lines. I would say that Carnival has some of the best, if not the best, casino program, especially for free play and free cruises in the industry. It's easy to earn comps for free drinks in the casino. And if you play even more, you can get free specialty dining, and you can also get comps for things like the spa. These are hard to get on other ships. I also find the game selection for slots to be amazing on Carnival, and they're updated regularly. When I've had to go to the hostess to talk to them about an issue, they are very welcoming and great people to deal with. If you're on a casino offer with Carnival, you'll often get free gifts and treats in your cabin room, which really make you feel special on your cruise. What would I suggest Carnival improve upon in their casinos? Well, I would love to see them do a transparent casino offer such as Royal Caribbean does. On Royal Caribbean, if you earn a certain number of points, you know that you've earned a free cruise. This is not the case with Carnival. Although they'll tell you how many points you need for free drinks in the casino, they will not tell you how many points you need for a free cruise. And so it is not nearly as transparent as Royal Caribbean, and I'd like to see this being done. Lastly, something about game selection is their video poker offerings. They are pathetic. Last cruise I was on, which was the Carnival Celebration, which is one of their newer ships and is extremely large, they had 8 video poker machines. It was very difficult for me to get on a machine, and I often had to go there early or wait until it was really late to be able to get it. Service. Carnival employees are amazing. In fact, I would say service on every cruise line is exceptional and one of the best things about doing a cruise. I do find, however, that the service on Carnival, albeit great, can be improved because I find, quite simply, there's not enough staff, and the ones that are there are worked too hard. I would love to see them bring back servers in public lounges and on decks so that you didn't always have to go to a bar to get a drink. Now, lastly, I want to talk about probably the most recent contentious issue with Carnival, and that's the switch from the Carnival VIFP program to Carnival Rewards. This switch was from a cruise loyalty to a spend-based rewards program. Under the old VIFP program, which is still running until the end of August, based upon the number of days you had sailed with Carnival, meant you got into a certain tier in their program. And those tiers came with additional perks. Now, however, they're going to be switching to a spend-based rewards program called Carnival Rewards. This means that depending upon how much money you spend on their ships will depend upon in the future what level you're at. As well, you do not have that same level in perpetuity like you did under the VIFP program. The only exception that they've made is for those that have reached Diamond by August 31st of this year. And that was only after huge backlash. Those people that have achieved Diamond will be grandfathered into the new program with their Diamond status being guaranteed for their life. I think that this switchover and the anger that has erupted from some Carnival passengers is valid. I know that they've made some changes to the program, most importantly, grandfathering in the people that have achieved Diamond status. But I think that they need to make more changes for everyone. Something maybe that they should consider is grandfathering everybody into the new program, but only allow people to move up every 3 years based upon the amount that they have spent on Carnival cruises. Or maybe remove priority boarding for platinum members such as myself, but allow those members to select their boarding time before others. In summary, although I do think that Carnival needs to improve in some of the areas of their products, they still provide an amazing cruise experience at a very affordable price. Oftentimes, first-time cruisers or those that need a more strict budget will choose Carnival and have a great time. I really think that comparing them to other lines is not fair because you're not comparing oranges to apples. Thanks very much. I'm a new channel. If you thought this video was helpful, please like and subscribe. As well, please let me know in the comments what you think of Carnival Cruise Lines. Do you think they offer the best value on the water? Or are they something that you would never sail with? Thanks very much, and until next time, see you on the high seas.